Good morning, everyone. I have found myself in my bedroom with my chickens here. And they are, of course, confused as ever. There we go. So I've got them safely tucked away. Oops. I've made no progress since last episode, half of which has aired already, because I had to split it into two parts. It ended up being 2 hours long, and my phone told me, if you want to merge these two videos into one video, you will need 16 gigs of storage. And I was like, well, no problem. I have an SD card. Well, it turns out my SD card is only 16 bits of storage, or 16 gigs of storage, not bits, 16 gigabytes of storage. And because of that, I only had like 15 something gigs available, because there's that whole hidden amount for telling the object what it's doing, because it needs instructions. So there's that, which basically means I couldn't merge the two videos into one, because that would have costed like $30 for a bigger SD card, and I don't have that kind of money. So yeah, I uploaded the video in two parts. At the time of airing this, at the time of recording this, one of those parts is already live. I'm missing a sugar cane there for no apparent reason. So one of those parts is already live and out there on the airwaves. The other part should be airing at noon today, which it's not too far off. It's only like 6, 7 in the morning currently. The first half was scheduled to air at 6. The live recordings, the raw recordings, I should say. The raw recordings are scheduled to go live an hour before the edited version. So if you want the condensed version where I'm talking fast and it's all nice and neatly organized and basically curated, it's a guided video type build. That would be the later of the two. Wow. When did I get phantoms after me? Also, out of nowhere. Jeez. They wrecked me. They almost killed me. Probably would have if I wasn't wearing armor. Well, time to go hide. Because that hurt a lot. I had not realized I had stayed awake for that long. I'm going to close the top door for that. Come here, little chickens. There we go. Okay. Good nap. Good nap. You just want to be mean, don't you? Yeah, see? Even tried leaving a way out. Okay, so it should be safe for me to go outside now. They should have all burned to death. That came out of nowhere. What was I saying? Something about... I don't remember. Oh, right. I was talking about the difference between the two episodes. So the regular, playlist is set to double speed. So if you're watching the the normal non-raw footage, the processed footage, then you're going to see that it only takes you like an hour to watch the processed footage, whereas the raw footage is going to take you 2 hours. So if you're looking for the quicker of the two playlists, you just want to wait the extra hour for the next video to release, because the raw footage is much slower and is not sped up. That being said, if you're looking for like the purest of pure footage, the raw footage, then you're looking for, of course, the slower of the two. So it's really personal preference. Some people prefer raw footage, some people prefer processed footage. Me, I kind of prefer the processed footage. I think the raw footage has issues. However, the raw footage, of course, has its usefulness as well, because you get to see how people think. So seeing the raw film the raw movie frames, if you will definitely help with a lot of understanding if you're struggling to understand someone, because you can just slow it down, speed it up, what have you, and you can curate it yourself if you have to. However, most people, they just let the YouTuber do that, which is fine also. Because the YouTuber usually knows what they're doing. Not all YouTubers know what they're doing, and many YouTubers, in fact, do not know what they're doing. However, that being said, I have paid close attention to the mistakes of others and the mistakes of myself, and so I have learned quite a bit about the different requirements, the different settings needed, all kinds of different things. This was burning without anything to burn. That's unfortunate. I still have no idea the full extent of the iron that I gathered, because, well, I measure it in blocks, so it's kind of difficult to measure properly when it's measured in how many cubes of iron you have, Not to be confused with squares of iron, which that would just be a sheet. That's It's not the same thing. Yeah, I'm crafting and making and building and constructing and all kinds of other stuff today on Minecraft. I can organize that better. That's not what I clicked. That there, that there, that can go there. Should we move that there? Put away the string, put away the rotten flesh. Remember to build a barrel for the eggs because I still haven't done that. Yeah. So first let me build these redstone blocks. Because, yeah, that's kind of important. Frees up inventory space. Then I need slabs. Because slabs make barrels. Slabs and sticks. That's what it was. Really? Okay. Now how many can I make? That's better. I'd made way too many slabs. But fortunately I am going to need them all, so that's useful. You know? Now I run over here. I check on this iron. And the chickens. Chickens seem to be doing well. Well, hens, technically. They're both hens. Yep, still cooking iron. I'm up to 10 iron blocks so far. I need to place the barrel for the eggs. Do I want it out here or do I want it over there? I want it over there, actually. I shall put it in this little room here because this room is probably going to be where I put the kill chamber, as it were. I might not even use a kill chamber. I might just compost it. However, I think I think these two need to head over into the next room. Matter of fact, they need to follow me all the way into the furnace room here, because I need them to not wander off while I'm doing this, which means I need them to not wander in while I'm doing this. So I'm going to put this here, facing, well, can I face it up? I want it to face up. No, that's not facing up. It's facing this way. Can I not face these up anymore? You used to be able to face them up. Yeah, there it went. No, that's that way again. I might have to clear out some of this. I have an idea. What if... Ooh, I'll have to go outside for this. Which could prove difficult. I didn't lose anyone, did I? No, I see him. Okay. Jump, please. There we go. Now we've got ourselves this lovely chicken pen, complete with egg collection. There we go. It's not automated egg collection, however, you know, it is what it is. Yep, that's the barrel. It's got eggs in it. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Well, that was just in time then. Finished the renovations in good time. Fair reaction. Pull out a carrot, they run away. So yeah, I've got that now, which means I can move the eggs out of this one. I need to clear out this creeper. Preferably without it detonating. There's another one over here too. Ooh, it detonated. Okay, well, now there's a crater near my base. Oh well, I'll put it in the dirt barrel. Isn't it? How are you two? You two doing good? Hi. Oh, I still don't have a full stack of dirt yet. Okay. In that case, I won't put it in the dirt barrel. I will, however, throw this gold ore in the furnace. And see how many... Yeah, 13 iron blocks. So I'm doing decent. You know, just a little bit of iron from that 2-hour mining session that I did yesterday. And now I come over here, put away the gunpowder, put away the pumpkins. What else was there to put away? The bone. Put away the bones. We don't need no stinking bones. Does that mean you're a jellyfish? Wait a minute. Oh, more cactus. This thing's finally starting to grow. Like, the cactus took forever to start growing. It really did. And yes, I am aware that my character is hungry. That being said, I can go without food for a moment or two. So yeah, it's when did that break? Okay. So yeah, it's progressing nicely around the base here. The farms are growing plenty of crop. The crops are, of course, attracting plenty of animals. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Or Miss Piggy. Is it Mr. or Miss? I can never tell. Because in Minecraft, you just don't have any form of gender. Either way, the piggy loves me. That being said, I find that they make useful pork chop farms. So, as they say about potatoes, skin them, chop them up, put them in a stew. Right?
At least I think they said that. They might not have said that. See, this is what I was talking about. I could have swore there was a thing. Oops. Okay, so somehow this wheat crop was no longer here. And it should have been here. And I don't know why it wasn't there. I could have swore I replanted all the ones I harvested, which means something might have harvested it and just... Is there like a villager around here that I don't know about? And it just didn't get any seeds before vanishing? I don't know. Because there was a carrot that was like that too, where it was just missing. It's like, well, what now, right? Oh yeah, is there any... Yeah, there's no blocks missing over there. Or, well, there's blocks missing. There's no blocks that are there that I've destroyed previously that shouldn't be there anymore, is what I'm trying to say. I was worried about desync ghost blocks, desynchronized ghost blocks, which happens on multiplayer servers, and the way the animals were acting when I cleared out that... Yeah, see, here's another one. Who gobbled... Was this you? Did they add you stealing my carrots to the game? You little monster. And here I thought you were my friend. Ugh. Am I going to need to build a fence around my farm? More than the path blocks? I liked it being open like this. But if this little runt is gonna steal all my carrots, I can't have it open. Well, suppose I could just watch and see if he actually eats it. Because I know they did that for rabbits. I don't know if they added the same functionality for pigs. They might have. They might have not. I don't know. I have not tested. And I should maybe. Possibly. I should check on the chickens. Because the chicken went and laid an egg. Also, the furnace ran out of fuel, but that's okay because it managed to get 29 gold ingots after adding it to my current count. So I've got 3 gold blocks, 13 iron blocks, 6 iron ingots, 2 gold ingots, 6 lapis lazuli, 4 redstone dust, 12 redstone blocks, 5 birch logs, 42 birchwood planks, 5 pumpkins, lapis lazuli, gold ingot, block of gold, iron ingot, block of iron, redstone dust, block of redstone, birch log, birchwood planks, pumpkin, some seeds, more seeds. They're actually wheat seeds. They're not labeled. Mojang really should fix that. Let's see. What was I doing? Putting away the pumpkins. And the wheat. Of course. I should add a tripwire hook there. That way I can get in easy. But then everything else can get in easy, and that's kind of a self-defeating purpose, you know? The whole point of having the front door is to keep things out. So why would I have the door, other than having it look pretty, if I'm not going to use the door to keep things from walking into my base? Like, that's the whole purpose of a door. Doors keep things out or in. And in this case, the door is keeping things out. I should harvest this sugarcane before I put everything away. That way I know how much paper to make. And maps. Because I am still making maps on here. Gotta have a stockpile. Otherwise, how can you expect to get up to shenanigans? Yeah, it's becoming evening, and if you're not looking at the sky, you wouldn't even notice because it just looks so dark. And I just realized something. I might need to pause the recording. So yeah, I had to double check my Do Not Disturb settings and make sure that my Do Not Disturb was set up properly. Let's adjust the brightness. That is very bright this early in the morning, but okay. So yeah. As you can see, it's 7:42 in the morning. I do use the 24-hour clock, or as it's more commonly known, the military clock. And that's mostly just because of the the fact that if I look at the clock, I want to be able to tell if it's AM or PM. And if it's PM, then I usually want to, make sure I get up and move around and don't get lazy or anything like that. Hello, random spider that I did not see before when I logged out. Hi. Bye. That was awkward. So he was new. It, they. These gender-neutral terms get very vague sometimes because, there's just so many. There are so many things that are considered they, them, their. The vocabulary gets muddled as a result. And I find it kind of annoying that the English language is such a difficult language, but at the same time, I understand why it is such a difficult language. The reason it is such a difficult language, the reason English is so difficult, is because words are created to identify things. They're created to communicate ideas, and if you cannot communicate those ideas properly, then you're not going to have a very cohesive language. You're not going to have very in-depth conversations with the creatures, people, or entities, or what have you, that you're trying to communicate with. It's not going to be very informative for you or them. So, as a result, people have learned to communicate through language. Languages such as English. You know? And those languages can become very complex and very... I need to find this Enderman and just murder it. This is annoying. So this Enderman keeps moving dirt blocks around my base, and I cannot for the life of me find where this thing keeps teleporting to. I fought it once before, and I am looking forward to the next rainstorm because that little cavern that I live in is so perfect for an Enderman to hide at that it's just a death trap. You know, because it's out of the rain, you know? They'll come over here, they'll be like, oh, finally a spot where I can live that's not raining. And then they teleport in, and here I am waiting with my iron, well, currently stone sword. Whoops, took some damage. Yeah, let's see if this little guy will steal my carrots. Have any more of my carrots gone missing? I have a rabbit problem. I don't see any missing crops. Weird. Okay, well, back to harvesting, I guess. So, break that plant and plant it again, and break that plant and plant it again, and break that plant and plant it again, break that plant and plant it in its place. Ooh, that one just grew. Chop. And put the axe away now that I've chopped that plant down. Break these plants and replant it again. Break that plant and plant it again. Break that plant and plant it again. You know, it's a cycle. It's not quite a loop, because a loop would just wait for it, you know? This is a cycle. It waits for the full growth period, and then, you know, you're supposed to wait until it's fully grown and then break the crop and plant it again so that you get more of the crop, because that's how crops repopulate. You break it, and then you plant it, and then you break it, and then you plant it. But like, the crop itself isn't breaking. It's just, it's difficult to describe, unless you're like an English teacher. It's well, it's just the way the crops repopulate is the simple way of putting it. Like, it's just the crops are repopulating through, you plant it, you wait until it's fully grown, and then you remove it because it's fully grown, and then you're like, well, now that's done, what next? So you plant it again, and you wait until it's fully grown, And it takes a lot of time for plants to grow, you know? So, you gotta till the soil first. You gotta make sure it's irrigated. If it's not irrigated, you gotta find water, because most crops will, of course, want water. Plants need water to survive. If a plant doesn't have water, it has a tendency to just wither and die. So, yeah. Plant biology in a nutshell, right? So let's see. I need a barrel for my pumpkins, which I shall put on the island here, because I am going to need so many pumpkins. Some of you may not be familiar with what pumpkins are used for. I can use pumpkins to hide all of these torches. I can submerge all of these torches underground using the, I think it's jack-o'-lantern? Might not be correct on the naming, but the lanterns, you know? And yeah, they look a little spooky, but just bury them in the dirt, you know, and they're fine. Just dig a hole in the ground and bury it, and it'll be fine. What could go wrong, right? Well, plenty could go wrong, but that's beside the point. That's not the point. The point is, there are ways to manage your pumpkins. And if you don't manage your pumpkins properly, you're just gonna have a mess. So remember to manage your pumpkins, people. That's potentially lethal in the future. I'm going to fill this in. I'm not going to leave this open. I will, however, cover the top layer with dirt, because I just don't like seeing cobblestone. At least not here, not next to my farms, you know. Did get some nice coal out of it. I don't see any pumpkins grown, so that's good. My carrots are almost fully stocked up. Then I can switch it over to wheat and maximize my wheat growth. Hi, chickens. Hens, I suppose. No eggs? That makes sense, I suppose. I mean, technically, I only need one chicken, because the rest can be made from that one chicken's egg. Like, the chicken lays the egg, and then I pick up the egg, and I open the egg, and I find out if it's got a live chicken inside, or if it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then, well, I have a broken egg. And if it does, then I have a chicken. And the little baby chicken will run around until it grows up. And then once it grows up, it'll start laying eggs. Because that's chickens, that's hens for you. And then from there, it just kind of spirals outwards to generally create a massive amount of chickens in a confined space, and so you have to set up some sort of population control situation, also known as a kill chamber, which, you know, it might not be the most ethical. My plan, however, is to see if I can turn the chickens into a bone meal farm. I want it to be a fully automatic bone meal farm if I can, because eggs should be capable of being composted. It is literally one of the main ingredients in real-life composting is eggshells. You want eggs. So I should, in theory, I haven't tested yet, but I should be able to turn the eggs into bone meal. In fact, I can test that right now. I will go and grab a single egg. One egg. And then I shall, oh, well, kind of, see, I can't put any more, like, pressure plates down, because if I do, then it defeats the purpose of having the doors. You know, like, these pressure plates are fine. I don't want to let the animals out. That makes sense. Until, of course, I specifically want to let them out. And then once they go back in, the doors will close behind them. Also makes sense. But, like, the front door, well, I use that to keep monsters out of my base. So I don't want a pressure plate on the outside, because that'll just attract monsters. And I don't want a pressure plate on the inside, because that's also my storage room for when I need to, like, work in the chicken's pen. So that I can improve it, you know, so that I can make the pen look pretty and whatnot. And let's see. That does not work. Okay, so for whatever reason, you cannot compost an egg. Also, is that a new feature? No, it must have just misclicked. Yeah, you can't compost an egg. That's... Why can't you compost eggs? That doesn't make sense. I mean, Minecraft's supposed to be pseudo-realistic here, folks. Why can I not compost an egg? just means all I can use eggs for is making chickens. Which, I have enough chickens, or I will, once I set up the kill chamber with all of this lovely iron I have now. Matter of fact, I think I will do that. I think I'll do that next episode. Because this episode's been going for about 50 minutes, and I should really call it an episode here. Call the episode here because, well, the recording software that I use, which you can see the watermark for in the bottom right corner along with my YouTube logo. The recording software, of course, has its limitations of an hour. So like, comment, subscribe. I do have a Patreon, which I plan on adding to the description of my videos soon. I need to double check the link so that I add the correct one, but if you look in my channel info in the About page, you should find the link to my Patreon. If you want to give me money, that would be where to do it. Because that's the only place I have set up for such a transaction. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that fine stuff. Remember to like the video. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. And yeah, stay safe out there, people. I will catch you in the next video where we will be building a better pen for those chickens so that I can have a stable food source that doesn't involve farming 24/7. Stay safe.